fuck Trump, fuck ICE, and if you need that, come get it, please. Thank you.
And away we go. What it is, children, it's your boy Darren Green, host of the Darren Green Show, your weekly dose of pop culture news, music, social media gossip, and reality TV. Be sure that if you're watching this on YouTube to leave your thoughts in the comments, leave a like, and if you're not subscribed to the channel by now, girl, subscribe to that Get DM channel. And to the audio listeners, hey, be sure to leave a rate and review, and also, like I said, Spotify, we got the comments on there now. Y'all can speak, y'all can curse me out, y'all can say what y'all gotta say if y'all don't like my take. You get what I'm saying? It's the sky's the limit over there on Spotify. Shout out to the Apple Podcast listeners, and also shout out to the We Are You Radio listeners. Hey, what's going on? What's T? What's Google? Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of deliverables that we gotta get into. First of all, I wasn't gonna give y'all a show. I was not gonna give y'all a show. But there was a couple of topics that kind of ruffle my feathers a little bit. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to make a show just because of that. And then there was some other things that happened during the week that I just wanted to mention and things to go over. We're going to try to keep this intro a little shorter, like not 5 minutes. But you know how it should go. First of all, I got a new phone. Hey, got the iPhone 16. Look at me. You see me? Yes. You know, I got my own cell phone here, child. I'm my own celebrity. Sorry to the audio listeners, you can't see all that. But no, I got a new phone, and I also have some wireless mics. You get what I'm saying, for the phone, so I can do my TikTok video, my TikTok reels, and YouTube shorts and stuff like that. And tell me how, girl, they done kicked me off the creator fund on TikTok. Yeah. Where's my favorite button, honey?
The line is always moving.
Yes, what I wanted to say. The line is always freaking moving. Like, they continuously move the goalposts. I'm still gonna post on there because that is like one of my biggest platforms, and that's basically, I mean, I still get a lot of views through them promoting the show. Somewhere down the line, it's not because what you think it is. Like, it's not, none of the videos are restricted. They have a system on there where you can check your account to see if your videos are in good standing. It literally said, oh, we can't put you in the creator fund because you're a business page. Like, you switched your page to business. Because there's a feature on there where you can switch it from business to personal. It has always been on personal because I knew from the jump you can't get paid if you have a business account. So when I looked on my account and I saw that it was in business mode, I'm like, hold up, when did somebody hack into my page and switch that over so I can be out of the creator fund? No, y'all bitches did that shit. Y'all bitches did that shit. I know y'all did. And it's going through appeals. So I gotta wait like 2 weeks for that. And I put it on there. I'm like, I don't know. My page has always been personal. I don't know why it was switched to it. I didn't switch it. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, they always continuously move the goalposts when it comes to smaller creators. I think that they are not trying to pay everybody, and because they've been shadow banning my stuff. And I also been posting a lot of my clips. I post a lot of my clips from the podcast, and I guess they don't like that because a lot of those videos end up being disqualified. And I'm just like, I'm creating content. It's original content. It is what it is. It's a part of what I do here. So it's minor setbacks, but you know, we're going to keep the ball rolling on that. But that's what's been going on, child, other than work is great. Let's knock on wood, because I need work to continue to be great. Because I like this job, actually. First time in a long time where I'm like, you know what? I actually enjoy coming in on Mondays at 8 a.m. and stuff. You get what I'm saying? So work is great. Let's knock on wood. So yeah, that was going on. Yeah, the TikTok creator fund thing. And I also wanted to address some things too. Yeah, we got to address something. Because my words from my previous week report from the last episode when I was talking about the LA protests, I'm not saying I got a lot of backlash, but I definitely got like some on Instagram. I got a couple comments, and also in real life, like people had talked about what I posted. And let me just clear the air. I understand the burnout from Black people. You get what I'm saying? That say, hey, we done did everything that we did. We had our situations and we had our protests, and none of the other POC people at large, because there were other POC that did go to demonstrations for Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. I'm not going to say that not every single, not like other PLC didn't show up. Like some did, but not at large. You get what I'm saying? And that is a fact. So I understand the burnout of saying, hey, we done did everything we did. We voted. We were the 92%. So shout out to the black women. Okay, let me give 92%. Shout out to y'all. We have burnout. We can't go out into the streets and protest for somebody else's fight. And then you calling us the N-word. And then sometimes, like, we have to understand that there are instances where there's a lot of other PLC that are very racist towards black people. I did not say, let me just make this thing clear. I did not say that black people at large, we need to go out and support, we need to go protest, and we need to do these demonstrations and put ourselves in danger with the ICE and all that. I'm not saying that. I never said that. I was just spreading awareness. And I do know that things was going over there, what was happening over there was wrong, and this is not normal. That's all I was saying. I was just saying, look, ICE ain't shit. And let me tell you something. If you see ICE, don't think that they're not going to try you. Because let me tell you something. I was talking to a friend about this. I was like, at the end of the day, what my video was meant to, or what that part of the podcast was meant to explain was that, hey, I'm trying to spread awareness. Don't think that these ICE people, okay, they are shooting reporters. They are damaging people's cars just because they think somebody is not from here. There's people with social securities and birth certificates that say America, that say United States, that are still getting detained. You get what I'm saying? So, and I know, I talked to my friend about this. I'm like, I've been not accused, but I've been mistaken for being like Haitian before. Like, people think that I'm Haitian and from non-Haitians and Haitians. So I'm like, who's to say if I'm walking around and ICE is around, they might think, oh, he might be Haitian. He probably not from here. He eating the dogs. You get what I'm saying? So I just think that we just need to be a little careful, and we just need to see what's going on with ICE. ICE that's all it was. It was not to tell people to go out at large and we need to support and this, that, and the third. If you hell, I didn't do it. I wasn't in no demonstrations, but I spread the word and I talked about what was going on. I didn't like what I was seeing. But we can talk about things that I enjoyed to watch, was this military parade that nobody showed up to. Okay, let's go through the picture. Sorry to the audio listeners. I'll try to explain everything. But as you can see, and as I'm telling you guys, Trump had his military parade. It looked very tacky. He thought it was going to give Coachella, but it didn't even give that. Nobody showed up. Well, I mean, you can see people here, but it's when I tell you blank. Okay, this nothing. If you look at the parades, you see he riding around with the tanks, and I heard about them tanks. They was messing up the street. You did all that for that many people to show up. Okay, nobody's here. Nobody's here. You know, this country decided to do the No Kings protests. Okay, shout out to America. Look, in major cities, let me see. Do I have this here? In major cities, we're talking California, San Francisco, most of California. Yeah, we're talking LA, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Houston, Texas. You get what I'm saying? Toronto, Canada, even Toronto. Even Canada did a protest. Okay, Atlanta, Georgia, Livingston, Montana. Like all around the nation, people were doing these protests. As you can see, New York. It's amazing. I love it. And I think that this country just told you that we don't give a about what you got going on. We don't care about your 79th birthday. Unfortunately, you made it to 79. And we're going to keep on doing what we need to do to preserve what we got going on. We want to preserve democracy in some type of way. Nobody cared about that damn military thing. It cost over 40-something million. Mind you, 40-something million. And nobody showed up. Taxpayers' dollars down the goddamn drain. Okay, let's be very clear on that. And people did their protests. No kings. We would have said no dictators, because that's what is giving very much dictator out here. There's a lot going on. We got Iran versus Israel. Israel is picking fights with Iran and wants us to help them out. Let me tell you something. Y'all better sit there. Somebody said this on TikTok too. If you're a man by the age of 18 and 25, try to see if you qualify for being disabled. Let me tell you something right now, child, because if you're disabled, you cannot get drafted. They're putting it in law that they're going to it's going to be a major draft coming up. They say 18 to 25 or whatever. I made it past the threshold. And yeah, anyway, we have a lot to get into. I tried to keep it under 5 minutes. I could not do it. But we have a lot to get into. We got to talk about evil Doja Cat and her antics. We also have to talk about Porsha Williams scoring a big win with her ex-husband, Simon. And we also got to talk about the scammies, all that and more coming up on the Darren Green Show. And if I didn't mention this, happy belated Father's Day. Hey, what's going on? Shout out to the fathers that be watching the show. If y'all be watching the show, child. I got mistaken for being a father, child. Child, why my barber asked me if I was a father, child? I'm like, do I give father? Do I give parent? I hope not. Anyway, let's get into the show. All right, let's get into our first topic. You already know we have to talk about Doja Cat. Doja Cat strikes again with her antics. I don't know if she just loves being cruel or she's trying to promote new music. I hate when artists do that, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But let me tell y'all what happened, child. Let me tell y'all what happened over the weekend, honey. I think it was over the weekend, child. So Doja Cat essentially gets called out. She's in headlines again. Basically, she had an interaction with a fan, right? And somewhere down the line, it was caught on video. She was apparently at this club in LA, partying, kikiing, and doing what needs. I mean, I guess she's trying to be like a regular person here. She just out here fully makeup. She looked like Doja Cat. She got the bad wig because Doja's known for a bad wig, honey. She was out here in LA, and then she got, of course, there's going to be some fans. There's going to be people that's going to know who she is, that want to get a picture, want to get a video, want to get an interaction. And she gave it to him, right? And this is that reaction. I'm going to play it.
To Doja Cat because she's the iconic girl.
Period!
No, bitch, you deserve it. Literally, and if you ever want anything more, I got you, always. This is the girl right here. I love you, Dad. Thank you so much.
Happy Pride Month!
Pablo.
Nice to meet you.
Wait, what's your real name? Or is it Doja? Is your real name?
Ami.
Ami? Ami, so nice to meet you, girl.
Nice
You're
to meet
beautiful.
you.
I hope you have the best night. You're literally everything in life.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna say some things because look, I'm kind of both sided, just like how the internet is. Okay. Anyway, let me get through the notes first before I get my thoughts. But yeah, y'all saw the video, and for the audio listeners, you heard they were touchy-feely. He was hugging up on her. I mean, he initiated a lot of the physical interactions, but she lunged in for the hug as well. So, girl, we thought it was a cute little moment. I was like, oh, that's cute. Doja Cat didn't think it was a cute moment, okay, because she went to her ex account to make a series of tweets, okay? One of the tweets was, bottom line is, I'll smile at you, but that doesn't mean I F with you, okay? And don't touch me and manhandle me when you don't even know me. If I honestly think I need to stand up for myself in these moments sometimes, and he didn't even know my effing name to be touching me and kissing on me in my face. That's crazy. She also added, I threw that musty ass shirt away, by the way. Girl, is there anything else? She now has deleted these tweets because I guess she got a lot of backlash, and a lot of people was calling her a mean girl. A lot of people was calling her like just messy and just like cruel. And my thing is this, right? You saying all this, I need to be more confident in the moments, or I need to be more assertive and talk about boundaries and stuff like that. That's okay, but you should have stand on that. That man was not volatile. Let's be very clear. He is not volatile. Ain't nothing, and mind you, it didn't have to be all right. You could have just been like, I can't be doing the touching. I don't know you. You get what I'm saying, or something into that effect, girl. My thing is, if that's how you feel, stand on it. You ain't like the whole thing is, I ain't deleting shit. Okay, the fact that you had to post and delete this, you knew you was wrong. Now, I will say this: a lot of people, it's kind of mixed on social media, right? There's people saying that she was wrong and she's mean and this, that, and the third. And then there's others that say he kind of was forceful. He kind of was touchy. I'm not going to lie. And this is the part where I will say, I think that man definitely boundaries, like touchy, like you can be all hoopla, not oh my God, I can't believe I say all, like you are a legend. You can do all that without touching somebody. I will give that person, I believe he's like a model or influencer or whatever. He sells shirts. That was the whole thing about this whole situation. He was selling, or he sells like merch or some shit like that, because I ain't going to say it's a clothing line. Girl, you put notes and words and sentences on the shirt, girl. It's merch. And basically she was interested in the shirt and she was like, oh my God, like I want one now, whatever. And he basically took off his shirt and gave it to her. You get what I'm saying? That was that whole interaction. So, and my thing is this, if you know that you're going to be out and about, because we're going to get into the responses because the boy actually responded and then a friend of the boy responded. Let me just play what he had to say, child.
That Doja said some shit about me on Twitter. I just want to clear this up because it hurts, because I loved her. I watched her at Coachella. I've never claimed to be the biggest fan, but I really stand her and I think her work is amazing. I just think it's crazy because she's the one at this event that was being so nice, and she pointed out my shirt and I said, and I like that. And then when I went outside and she was outside, I was like, girl, you'd be the perfect girl for my Pride collection. And she said, what do you mean? What Pride collection? I said, oh, I released this t-shirt, blah, blah, blah. I'd love to give you one. She said, I'd want one right now. And I said, oh, I could give this one to you. She said, no way, you're not going to give this to me. And that's when the video started, and she was being so sweet and amazing, and I thought that's what it was. And now, guys, she's on Twitter saying she threw that musty shirt away. She's saying that I didn't know her name, that I manhandled her, all this stuff. I understand, guys, if I was being like too nice or whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna stop him right there. He could not. I'm like, catch a breath, honey. It's okay. You can breathe. But yeah, he goes on to do that, and then also he's really milking the situation as well too, because like he's now selling shirts that says "musty" on it or something like that. Like he's really capitalizing off of it. Like he got the little TikTok video talking about some never meet your icons or never meet your. I'm like, he is milking the situation. But you know what, Doja, you gave him that fucking opportunity. Doja is not shit. She's fake as fuck. I'm being real honest right now. She's fake as hell. You went in for the hug. Not only did you go in for the hug, but you put the leg up, girl. You wanted to be touched. You wanted that interaction. So for you to backpedal and pussy pop, okay, on X and say, oh my goodness, he's musty. You said he smelled good when you saw him. I can't with a fake bitch. And mind you, people want to put astrology into this shit because somebody said, oh yeah, Doja was definitely giving Libra. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, because I'm real honest. In your face and behind your back. Okay, let's be very clear on that. Don't put that astrology shit on. No, that's a Doja thing. Okay, she's the fake bitch. Okay, let's be very clear. We keep it real. What else I got to say about this situation? Yeah, you allowed the situation to happen, girl. Because if a celebrity does not want to have a specific interaction, you can get a security guard to secure the perimeter, girl. You be walking around in LA unsecurity and just walking around random places and expecting people not to treat you like you royalty or whatever, and then you get mad at that. Like, I didn't understand it when she was coming for her fans with the whole rollout with her Scarlet album, which I thought was very stupid to do because, I mean, judging by how it ended up, honey, Scarlet tanked. But I think that there was somebody else, the friend of this boy that has the little clothing brand, had spoke out and basically was like, yeah, she should have just kept that same energy. When I asked for a picture, she gave me a snarky ass no and kept it pushing. And she was all touchy-feely on everybody else that was in the club. So, girl, you was touchy-feely up on people that you don't even know in the damn club. You walking around and somebody wanted to say something to you and say hi. You could have very much walked away. You could have very much, there was things that she could have did in that interaction to if she did not want to interact with this person. Like, I'm sorry. And I don't care about the people that's on Twitter talking about some, oh, boundaries is boundaries, and y'all cropping videos and pictures of the boy grabbing onto her arms and it's looking, I mean, when you put it in that perspective, it does come off, he's like grabbing. There was a moment I was like, oh, he grabbing this girl. I'm like, dang, hold up. Like I said, I agree. He could have dealt with it. He could have not been touchy. He could have definitely, you did all that. Oh my goodness, here, take the shirt, this, that, and the third. We could have very much been, you here, you and she there. Y'all just have y'all conversation. It did not have to resort in touching. You keep your hands to yourself. You don't know what people been at. You don't know what people touch. You get what I'm saying? So I understand Doja's, I can understand her being uncomfortable. It's just the simple fact that you need to stand on that shit when it's there. Don't go and resort to social media and be like, oh, this person's stanking. This person, how the hell he gonna sit there and talk to me? Why would you even think of talking to me? She's very condescending. She has a God complex too. Doja Cat has a God complex, okay? Because she really has a disdain for people that she deems as inferior. In this case, it's the fans. And she made that very clear, but you have to understand, The fans is what put you where you at. I'm sorry, like, we are the people that bought your albums. I ain't buy shit. But we are the people that paid for your tickets to see you on your damn tours and shows and stuff like that. Let's be very honest. Have some goddamn respect. And boundaries is boundaries. Yes, you should have boundaries. There's plenty of examples of celebrities that show boundaries. Like that time where Anthony Mackie, when that girl wanted an autograph and he was like, nah, he kept it real nice and he walked away. You get what I'm saying? Now, he didn't sign the autograph and then went on Twitter talk about something. This bitch gonna ask me for a goddamn autograph. I don't want to sign nothing. It's weird. She is a weirdo. Do I have anything else for this before I get up out here? I'm gonna tell you this one thing though. If she keep on going the route that she's going when it comes to her interactions with her fans, she's not going to last very long. Maybe that's her plan. Maybe she wants to fly, because she has been flopping. That song that she did with Don Toliver or whatever, that was straight dog water. A lot of people are saying that she's doing this controversy to drop new music. I can believe it. I can get down with that. Because if you think about it, for the Planet Her album, it was the Tiny Chat shit. You get what I'm saying? For Scarlett, it was her like coming for her fans on some, I don't need y'all and I hate being a pop star and all this other stuff. And she ended up being a pop star because she was promoting her album and doing performances and doing pop star shit. Like, it's boring. I cannot stand when an artist solely, like, they resort to gimmick marketing and rage baiting to sell music. I don't understand. I'm really like, I'm pulling out my hair right now. I don't understand. If you just make it about the music and you just drop your shit and do what you got to do, hang out at the spots where these people, regulars, don't show up. Like, I'm sorry. This is the life that you asked for. Okay, so if you're going to go to a regular ass club, it's going to be people that's going to talk to you. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Yeah, I have nothing else to say about this girl. I feel like I done gone all around the world. Let's move on. I want to talk about Porsha, because Porsha scores a big win against Simon. I have the article that I'm going to read. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. But it said that Porsha Williams has officially won her prenup battle against Simon Guobadia after a year of back and forth in court. According to US Weekly, a judge ruled this week that Porsha will be rewarded a prenuptial agreement, which was set in place when she and Simon first tied the knot in 2022. Now, Porsha will be receiving $40,000. Okay, you heard that clearly. $40,000 a month in alimony for the next 15 months. Okay, and will have her legal fees covered. Oh, the legal fees covered. Oh, she getting that 40,000 straight. They ain't gonna round down. Okay, she will also be allowed to continue to live at their $7 million Atlanta mansion until 2027, and she gets to keep the Rolls Royce Simon gifted her. Of course, it was a gift. Why would I give that back? Before the judge awarded Porsha the prenuptial agreement, Simon argued that he would not have agreed to all of these financial obligations had he known Porsha was going to return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know why that guy is mad at her being on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, I get it for him. He probably doesn't want to be in the limelight. This her being on Atlanta, him being with an Atlanta housewife, like a reality TV star, I feel like the feds, the FBI, the CIA, they are Bravo. Like, what they call them people, like they're Bravo fanatics. Like, they're watching this show religiously. Like, they know all the shows, they know all the franchises and the cast members, and they're watching this show and taking notes and waiting for them to slip up. So for him to be with a person that's on Housewives of Atlanta, it puts a really big target on him. So I understand how he feels about that, but like, Porsha got to eat too. But anyway, he claims that she misled him into believing that she was done with reality TV, and that prenuptial agreement was made in bad faith. Now, however, Porsha pushed back, claiming that the only reason she decided to return to reality TV was to offset the numerous financial obligations that Simon failed to fulfill under the temporary order. Now, she also cited that the need to offset the significant legal expenses has already incurred in pursuing the enforcement of the parties. Now, the prenuptial agreement and defending herself against Gobadia as it relates to the instant divorce action. Okay, so it's a lot of mumbo jumbo. Porsha's getting $40,000 for the next, like what they say, 15 months, and she got Damien. And if they do Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17, I'm telling you right now, that bitch is gonna be showboating. She gonna be welcome to Williams Manor. Like, I'm telling you right now, because I saw that house. She fought tooth and nail for that house, and I don't blame her, because I would have fought for that goddamn house too. If you saw that house, oh my goodness, it looked like freaking. It don't even look like it's a house in Atlanta. Like, it looked like one of them houses in LA or some shit. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, she's got this. Look, Porsha, she wanted this all along. This is what she wanted all along. I don't think that her intentions were to marry this man, take him for everything he got, and then try to get him deported. I think she wanted something with him. Like, she wanted to be, like, because she wanted to be a wife. Let's be very clear. I think she likes money. She's in some, I'm not trying to call her, she ain't just a gold digger or whatever. She wants to be married and stuff like that. But I also felt she wanted, like, a husband that paid her way and was well endowed and wasn't with that funny shit, until she found out he was with that funny shit, and he's a scammer, and he basically scammed his way up to the top. And when the shit went south, he started to get this ain't what I want. I ain't trying to get caught up in your mess. So that's why they divorced. And then, like, when he started to fire back and was making all those threats, oh, you can't film in the house, or you can't talk about this on Housewives of Atlanta, in which they're still talking about it on the show. So I really feel like his demands really means nothing, because they were talking about him on the show. Not to the full extent, like every little detail, but they were talking about him. And I think that she probably was threatened by that, to the point where it's like, all right, ICE is a little handsy right now. They're a little handsy with these illegals. So yeah, let me make this a illegal tip. Not illegal. Let me make this anonymous tip. Let's be very clear on that. And I don't care what nobody say. Let me say alleged, because I don't even want to get sued, child. But I definitely feel like she called ICE. I think she made an anonymous tip. Look, that's what the people saying. That I believe that to be true. Porsha is not dumb. I've said this time and time again. Y'all want to sit there. There's no way. I do not believe that she did not think that. I don't believe that she believed that the Underground Railroad was a real train. I think she does shit for her advantage, because that was a moment. Like, oh my God, girl, like, where was you in the history class? That was all, like, she acts dumb, but she really not that damn dumb. Like, she's a smart girl. And you got to watch her too. Because remember how we saw how she got him. She went in this girl, a cast member's house, and was probably sizing up her damn husband. You got to watch girls like that. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking to men and women. You got to watch women like Porsha. Okay? Because they'll either take your man or take your money. And she has done both. So, well, kudos to her, because she was able to do that. But yeah, no. Porsha, she wanted this all along. I don't care what nobody says. It's a known fact. We'll see how this plays out. I mean, if they do keep Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I'm not sure if they're going to keep this show. Ratings is trash. There's nothing really to talk about. I watched like a good 20 minutes of last episode, and I was just like, girl, it's the Porsha, it's the freaking frack show. I cannot. I literally cannot. So I won't. Anyway, let's move on. Yes, we are flying by these topics. I wanted to talk about the scammies now. Oh yeah, because the scammies pissed me the hell off. Y'all pissed me off. Okay, now let me get into these. Let me get into this into the story. Now, it says that the Grammys recently announced a few changes to their categories, including the country music. Okay, ooh. And fans can't help to assume that the updates are the direct result of Beyonce's recent win. The Recording Academy announced today that the Best Country Album category will now be split into two. There's going to be Best Contemporary Country Album and Best Traditional Country Album. Now, this change allows artists with a more traditional approach to still be recognized while making space for the genre expansion into country pop sounds from artists like Beyonce, Shaboozey, Post Malone, and Jelly Roll. If I was Post Malone, I'd be pissed off too. Because we'll get into it. Hold on. Fans on social media have had mixed reactions to the change. Many believe Beyonce's recent win sparked the Recording Academy to update the category after backlash over her inclusion. Some critics viewed Cowboy Carter as a one-off project and argued that Beyonce doesn't typically make country music, questioning whether she truly deserves the award. Others, however, praised the win, saying that she captured the true essence of country music and helped push the genre forward through her genre-bending sound. Now, this isn't the first time that the Recording Academy have changed categories following a Beyonce win in 2023 after she took home the Grammy for Best Dance Electric Music for Renaissance and Best Dance Electric Recording for Break My Soul. The Academy revised the category to Best Pop and Dance Recording is Best Pop/Dance Recording to better highlight pop influences while still maintaining a space for traditional dance sounds. Traditional dance sounds? The Grammys piss me off every year. They piss me off every year. They piss me off with the selection, the people that they nominate, the people that they don't award. The fact that it took this long for her to even get Album of the Year. And I'm not trying to say Cowboy Carter does not deserve Album of the Year. I think Beyonce deserves Album of the Year, but she should have gotten that Album of the Year for Renaissance. She should have got it for Lemonade, if we're being completely freaking honest. And as for this category change, I remember they did that with, I remember Tyler, the Creator, said some shit like that before. I don't like being put in that whole contemporary category. It's just another way of saying it's the nigga award. I'm just like, that's what it gives. And traditional country, what the fuck is that? None of these new country artists, these white country artists are, I mean, I'm not saying that they don't make traditional country, but like, it is transformative. Like, it's like, why? It just doesn't make any sense for them to be separate. And then when we look at the categories, you're talking about, they're going to put Shaboozey and Beyonce and Adele, whatever her name is. They're going to put that's where they're going to put all the black artists. Like, it's segregating the genre a little bit. And y'all only do it for those genres. Because when it's rap, best rap album, best rap performance, or best rap whatever, y'all be putting white people that are rappers in those categories. Y'all don't make alternative rap. Y'all, there's no traditional rap and it's just rap. And you put everybody together. So I'm sorry. No, Beyonce outsold a lot of these country albums. She outstreamed a lot of them, sold a lot of them. She wasn't in the radio because they didn't want to spin her, but she was number one in country. So yeah, she deserves that country. I think it was like the country album, best country album. I'm sorry, that's Grant, the scammies. And mind you, they said like artists Post Malone. If I was Post Malone, I'd be mad because I'm like, first of all, what the fuck is traditional country? Country is country. No, I know what happened. It's a lot of these alabaster folk. Okay, and I'm saying it like I'm seeing it because I can actually say this now because I don't work at this place. My recent employer, I remember when that Grammy Awards came out and there was so many of them chalk people in my damn job that was complaining like, what are you really trying to say? Like, when I tell you when I was working at that job, because it was very interesting. It was very interesting to see how people reacted to Beyonce's album in general. They didn't like it because it felt the same way we feel when we see like white artists try to like get into the rap and they act like real, like they use the AVE, they use all the elements that like previous black rappers did before. I'm thinking of the word, I'm shooting blanks right now. Appropriation. There we go. Appropriation. Like the way they felt about Beyonce's Cowboy Carter, they felt like their genre, their favorite genre was being appropriated. But my thing is like, the genre was never yours. It never was started by y'all. We did country and then y'all took it over and we did other stuff like we did rhythm and blues, which turned into R&B and all this other stuff and then rap. When y'all come over to us and try to do what y'all trying to do with our genre, it is what it is. But when it's on the other side, now it's a problem. And that's what I don't like about this country. That's what I don't like about certain people because, yeah, At the end of the day, is Beyonce's Cowboy Carter traditional country? No, it's not. It is definitely her rendition of it, and it's something that she has always wanted to do. Honestly, I hope she don't do another country album because I'm so sick of this conversation. Honestly, like she did what she did. Now she can move on. Maybe she'll do rock and she'll piss off the rock community. I don't know, but Grammys, scammies, you bitches is going. You are going to get your just desserts. I'm telling you, the moment the Carter stopped showing up, okay. Because really, the Grammys is now starting to become like a BET Awards now. Don't nobody be showing up. Like, y'all got now is Beyonce. Beyonce is the only big A-lister. Like, I don't even think Taylor came this year. Adele don't even be showing up. You get what I'm saying? But Adele only shows up when she dropped an album because she's trying to collect. But let the Carter stop going to these Grammys. I'm telling you right now, the ratings will freaking plummet. You better hope that is not the case. Y'all crazy. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about that in the comments. We can move on. Speaking of music, we got a couple of music topics to get into. Pitchfork gave Lil Wayne a 2.9 out of 10. Now, this is the Carter 6. And I was really thinking about it. I was like, this very white publication, sat there and gave this damn, I mean, he's a veteran rapper. You get what I'm saying? Very legacy artist. You get what I'm saying? A 2.9. Now, granted, I didn't like this album either. I thought that the album just was not it. A lot of the songs were like, I don't like. It's not that it wasn't good. It's just a lot of the music was just it feels. And I'm gonna say this. And if I say this, I just need y'all to take this with a grain of salt. It feels like a lot of these older artists that were really big in like late 2000s, 2010s era, they are making music that's in their back catalog. I swear, it seems like one of the songs that was on his album, it gave very much, hey, Mr. Carter, like that old song with Jay-Z. It definitely feels like this was in the back cat, like a lot of the songs, not all of the songs, because the reason why I won't give this a 2.9 is because I feel like Lil Wayne did try to play with new sounds. I've heard some shit I ain't never heard from Lil Wayne before. I would have think that he would actually make, like he had pop records. You get what I'm saying? I ain't had an issue with it. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Okay, I'm bopping my head. I love the beat. But I think for the most part, it was a lot of his back catalog stuff. And I ain't like the Nicki feature. Y'all about to drag me. I didn't like it. I mean, I liked the first part. She was like, paper, that was cute. That was a flow I ain't never heard before. Other than that, when we got to the bars, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. It gave, when she was back in the mixtape Nicki, fit it down and I'm ready to play. When I'm going to drop, bitches never could say. It gave old mixtape Nicki, but I want something that's a little bit transformative. I don't understand why these artists want to. I think it really has to do with wanting to, rely heavily on like nostalgia in their music. And it's not like trying to change or trying to elevate or evolve your sound. That's why I like some of the songs on there, because I felt, oh wow, I would have never thought Lil Wayne would do this. Even when we go, like even bringing up Beyonce, I would have never thought she would do a country album, something that's so different. It just keeps you entertained and keeps you like, but when you doing music that's just, okay, this sound like something you did before, people gonna like it. And his fans are gonna flock to it and they're gonna listen to it. And I think he was number 1 on iTunes for a good split second. I wouldn't have given this a 2.9. I would say maybe like a 6.3 or maybe a 5.8. It was okay, but I don't think there's going to be any memorable songs from that. But for Pitchfork, you fucking know. Y'all sat there and gave freaking Ice Spice a higher rating than Pink Friday 2. Like your publication is not valid after that. Like Hot Shit is better than freaking Pink Friday 2. Like you're crazy. You're not a reliable source. You're not a credible source like after that. So sorry, not sorry, but you did it to your damn self. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the whiter side of things for a second. Okay, because my girl, and y'all came from my girl too. Y'all, oof. I had a conversation with my best friend about this. She had to actually check. She checked me a little bit. I mean, because see, girl, Sabrina Carpenter, she released the album cover to her new album, Man's Best Friend. For the audio listener, she is bent over with her hair pulled by some man that's cropped in the picture. And she's in some cute little juicy couture. And she's looking like real dolled up, giving very much Betty Boop. Okay, giving very much Jessica Rabbit. And then in the next slide of the photo is like a dog with a chain on. Man's Best Friend. Get it? I didn't even think about that when I first, when I was talking to my best friend about this, until she said, scroll to the next picture and then look at the caption. Her calling her album Man's Best Friend, and then also with this picture, I can see where people are kind of feeling away. But there was one thing that I was kind of perplexed about, because it was like a lot of people saying this is putting women back and this, that, and the third. How is it? And my question, and y'all, if you're on YouTube or if you're on Spotify, whatever, I need y'all to really because I have a question. I have a genuine question. Why what one woman does or what one person in a marginalized group does affect everybody else? I've never, as a gay black man, you get what I'm saying? Watching people like a Lil Nas X be a little problematic, or Saucy Santana or whoever the fuck else, it does not affect me at all. That's them. They're them. I am me. You get what I'm saying? Just because they was wilding out or whatever they was doing or whoever else, you get what I'm saying? That's not a reflection of me. I don't get secondhand embarrassment because that is not me. I am me. You get what I'm saying? So for Sabrina Carpenter to get into this content, I can't tell y'all how to feel, but what she does is not a direct reflection of all women. And then when we have the argument, oh, there's kids watching, kids shouldn't be watching. Parent, what are you doing that's causing her to be able to see this? Or her or him? You get what I'm saying? So we're not nobody's parent. You get what I'm saying? If a kid sees my content, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. I'm not going to curb my mouth. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. The fuck? And for Sabrina, and also on the other side, on the flip side of this, right? Because there's people that are saying, oh my God, no, there's a bigger message, and she's a pro-feminist, and she has this grand plan for what she's going to... No, she's not. No, she's not. No, she's selling sex, and that's okay. She's selling sex, to sell her music, which is a way to sell records nowadays. But don't sit there and say that she got some grand scheme or what she going to do. Now, I will say this. I find it very interesting that this is going to be her title of the album, Man's Best Friend, and that's going to be her cover art, which, by the way, I already know from judging by the responses, her A&R is speaking to her right now saying, we need to go to the studio. We need to get a cutesy little background and get you in some little cute little Juicy Couture, the little Jessica Rabbit. You can do all that, all the nines, but we got to get this man out of here and we need to do something else because this ain't it. I know her A&R is telling her this is not going to be the final cut. And we might actually have to change the name too. Because when she dropped this, but then I heard her single, which is Man Child, and Man Child is like a man bashing type of song. She's calling her lover a man child. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that the album is, we have to see. I do agree. We have to see what she's going to say. But like I said, I was very surprised that she got backlash for this, because let me tell you something. They only come for the black artists. They only come for the black female artists that rely heavily on their sexual prowess with their music and stuff like that. They never do it on the whiter side. So watching her get a little bit of backlash from this is very interesting. I like Sabrina Carpenter. And I'm gonna tell you right now, before I did not care for her because they kind of put her in conversations with Beyonce and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, y'all need to calm down. Stop right now. But as I got to know her and with her recent album, it's just something about her that's just euphoric, and I don't know. I like her. It's a sound I never heard before. I like when people do stuff. I mean, she giving sex appeal, so it's not something we never heard of before. But it's something, I don't know. She does it in a way that seems entertaining. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I got a crush on her. I don't know. Whatever. But she does make some good music. I just think that, hey, calm down sometimes. I got anything else. And one other thing when it comes to her music, and this really can go into anything, we take a lot of the stuff that these artists like give us with their visuals and stuff like that. We take things so serious in their music. I had a conversation with a cousin one time, and she didn't like her song Taste. And if you guys know about the song Taste in the video too, because she had Jenna Ortega on there, shout out to her. But basically it's about these two women fighting over one man. And she was like, oh my God, this is not good. I'm like, yo, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to understand that these artists, they're actors too. Like they're not really going through this stuff. Like they are singing about an experience that they thought up when making this damn album. We take music so damn serious, and that is the problem. It is just meant for us to just enjoy. Escape is a little bit of escapism in there, and she definitely gives us escapism. Okay, everything is sunshines and everybody's sexy and cutesy and all this other stuff. That's what she gives. Like, anyway, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling at this point. Let's move on. Girl. Speaking of housewives, Ralph, okay, the house husband, has definitely been causing a little bit of a stir. Okay, because he made this tweet, spoiler alert, the Tampa was fabricated so Drew could keep her peach. I played the bad guy so she would have a storyline and make a comeback as an actress. It worked, but it was unexpected that she would cheat on me with her. And her is this girl named Ty. Okay, that Ty Young. I think she messed with Mimi Foss too. I find it so funny that Drew, she came on to this show like a Christian, just like Phaedra, fake ass, as a Christian, and you have a Delilah spirit and all this other stuff, and you gay. I mean, you could be gay and religious. Let me stop. But Ralph, we knew that shit was fake. I mean, I didn't know it was fake. I knew, nigga, you cheated. Stop it. Stop playing. Stop. No, really, stop playing. Like, we know that you cheat. Y'all both cheated on each other. And you know you ain't wanted her. You wanted her probably because at the time, because ain't nobody knew who you were before you got on Housewives. Let's be very clear. We knew Drew. We kind of knew Drew because Drew was on a lot of black film. Your ass probably attached yourself to her because you fine as hell. And Drew probably was like, oh yeah, this fine ass man is with me, child. I'm gonna get with him. You did all that and you got on the show and you never was faithful to her. Let's be very clear. So she probably cheated back. I don't trust Ralph. I don't trust that fine man. He seems like a liar. He seems like a narcissist. All in the right ways, too. Let me stop being toxic. But anyway, I think he said something else, too. What'd he say? He was posting something else. Do I not got the video? Oh, yeah. He said the love and support was real. I wasn't just a husband. I was a partner, an investor, music producer, and strategist behind the scenes. I poured into Drew's career before and during Real Housewives of Atlanta, helping her shape key moments like the autograph with LaToya and the infamous dog bone with Fatum. Our mission was clear: to turn Drew into a household name, build business, and create the lasting legacy for our kids. Now, I told Drew several times over the years to show up authentic and make the reality TV match her reality. Unfortunately, here we are, but nonetheless, I wish her well. I will say this, she's faking it badly. She's faking it badly. This is not her. I will agree with that with Ralph. What we're seeing on this season of Real House, and that's probably why it's not really gelling well with a lot of people, it's not real. It's not her. And she's not the only one. I think Porsha's not acting like herself. I think Phaedra's been stopped acting like her damn self. She want to be fucking Meg Thee Stallion. That's why this season is really not working, girl. But, okay, Ralph, we been knew that shit. So what are we talking about? Okay, now another topic I want to get into, child, Cardi. Forgot to talk about this in the music section of our podcast. She basically sets the record straight and blast rumors that Atlantic Records has rejected her album. This is what she had to say.
Y'all came from with the Cardi turning her album and her label told her no. or Cardi is facing her karma. I'm actually facing the opposite. First of all, Atlantic Records, y'all think that I just turned in my album and Atlantic Records just heard my album today? Or not today, but like, it was just one day that I decided to turn in my album and Atlantic Records heard it. No. People from Atlantic Records, from ARs to execs to vice presidents and stuff like that, they pop up at my studio sessions like every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks. They actually pop up whenever the fuck they feel like it because they're the one that pay for the studio session. And on top of that, I also share the studio with another Atlantic artist, big Atlantic artist. And I'm not going to say who, but it's like they always pop up. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all think that I just handed in my album, they know exactly what it is. At the end of the fucking day, like, one of my snippets was leaked of a song. And I don't care much for the song, but everybody loves it. And that's actually one of the things that my label wants. They want me to drop the song because they love the reaction of it. I mean, if I might drop it, I might not.
Girl, you saying a whole lot of goddamn nothing. Now, this is the first time me hearing this damn video. If you gonna drop it, if you not, shut up. I'm on your side when it comes to everything with that damn dastardly husband of yours, ex-husband of yours. But when it comes to this goddamn music, Cardi, drop the freaking music. Oh my goodness. If you're not shelved, then drop it. Cause what the hell are y'all waiting for at this point? Now, I'm telling you what y'all waiting for. Y'all want to drop something that's going to go number one. I don't understand why. I don't know if it's the artist or if it's the label. When y'all drop a single and it don't do well, y'all completely like just abandon the rollout. I don't get that. At the end of the day, if it's going to hit, it's going to hit. If it's not, it's not. Drop another single. And then drop the album. Look, y'all could be blocking your blessings because it could be a hit song in that album if you drop it. Just because the song that y'all promoting wasn't a hit, but sometimes with TikTok is very, you don't know. Like there could be a song on the album that can trend, and we know TikTok is running music now. So Cardi, girl, if it ain't shave you, put it up, put the damn song out, put the album out. I'm tired of this shit, okay? Because I'm interested to see what she has to say. I mean, it's been a long time since we had Invasion of Privacy, whatever. One more topic before we get out of here. We got to talk about this big-ass brolic nigga that got mad because he lost to Speed 4 times. Ashton Hall. You know, we talked about him before on the show. He has his morning routines where he puts his face in sparkling water, I believe, with ice, and he wipes his face with banana peels to get ready and make sure his skin is ever so smooth and clear and stuff. He wanted to race Speed, the same Speed that ran against actual Olympic gold medalists and actually was kind of like so to them almost. That Speed. Nigga, you was not going to win, and then you should have known the first 2 times. And then you kept on wanting to race this man. No, you wanted to get him tired so that you can win that last time. Don't do... See, niggas ain't shit. That's what you wanted to do. You wanted to get him tired. That's why you wanted to race him like 4 times, because you thought he was going to get tired the 4th time. But no, he still got your ass. And then want to say it was a draw. Come on, yeah, of course it's a draw. He done raced you like 3 times. So, and I don't even know why this topic was so big, but whatever. But I mean, he made it seem like it was the end of the world. Like at the end of the day, you look every bit of 30, you decided, you made the conscious decision not to do any stretches and warm-ups. When you're that age, you got to do some warm-ups. I'm surprised he didn't get a damn Charlie horse when he started running. I mean, honestly. And then also you're like super bulky. You're not, the body mass is way different. He's more slender people win races, honey. Sorry. I just thought that this interaction was so funny and stupid, but you know, it is what it is. And that is it for this show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I was not going to do an episode today, but I ended up, you know what? Let me do it. This morning was very weird. I had to do some runs in the morning, child. I don't know why. My ears was like messing up. I had to get some peroxide and shit. It was a whole mess, but we got through the show. I'll see you guys next time. And yeah.